Very excited. I've just been sent some 2D data suspension apparatus. I do like data, and this is something new from 2D, which is going to be big in 2026. An interface between the standards data logger, and if you want to add extra channels, once it's fitted to the bike, obviously got these two extra channels. One will go to your OBD plug, and then this wiring system which will go to the various components. The sensors which go on the rear shock and on the front fork to measure the travel in the suspension. That's the front one. So it needs to be kind of at least 100 mil. It's usually about 120 mil of a maximum sort of movement on the fork. On little ball joint socket, so it allows a little bit of flexibility for a little bit of twisting and motion. A lot of people, me included, run a zip tie around the fork leg, which gives you an indication whether you're using maximum travel. But that's all it is. It's a telltale. It literally is useless if you've gone over one bump while you're braking, because that'll take it past its normal sort of position. So it just gives you whether you've bottomed out or not at the end of the day. With these fitted to the bike, on the BMW for instance, you've got your compression and rebound settings, which are actually, they're linked together. You can't alter them separately. If you alter the compression, you automatically alter in rebound. When you've fitted the front suspension sensor on, not only can you more accurately measure what the suspension's physically doing, movement-wise, and rebound and the compression dampening can be separated, so you can control them independently, which is a massive step forward, really. And the rear one, that's the rear one. Isn't it cute? Obviously, you've got a lot less suspension travel, but in general terms, the rear suspension probably only moves at 50 millimeters as a maximum, really. That's why it's so much smaller. Plus, it's more discreet in the sense that on a lot of shock absorbers, surrounded by exhaust pipes, swinging arms, so it has to be much more miniaturized to get it in. Any suspension on the bike, whether it's front or rear, has to be in tune with what you're trying to do. It has to match what the performance level you're riding at. And that means if you're kind of really steady away, there's not much point in having the suspension set up for like a Grand Prix rider, because it won't suit your style. That's why you have to tailor suspension at style that you've got and the performance level you're putting into the bike. I've stepped on race bikes, which the first time you ride them, because you ride them steadily when you're riding them slowly, and they feel bloody awful. But as you sort of start to push harder and you sort of push the bike and the suspension into its working window, then it starts to work. And that's kind of why when you run a dry setting, when it rains and you lose grip, you really need to sort of change the suspension to tailor that grip. So it's all about monitoring what the suspension's up to more than anything else. And without the data stream on the bike, you're kind of guessing at the end of the day. A fairly regular thing, to be honest. You'll have a rider who says, the bike feels dreadful on the brakes, it's doing this, I think the back wheel's jumping about. And sometimes it can actually be the front suspension creating an issue through the bike, and feeling that you get the feedback you're getting from the bike is it's the rear. And you can feel the front end sometimes it is the problem, and it's actually the rear causing the problem. So that's again why data will highlight what the suspension is actually doing, and then you can marry that up with how it's feeling and then come out with a good outcome. The yellow line is the standard BMW suspension sensor. So quite what the new 2D one is going to show will be interesting to compare the two. Because data is the key to move forward with your riding. It's the only way, because it cuts out all the BS. It's actually what's going on, and once you've interpreted the information, you can then move forward. So without the data, difficult. With it, excellent. All very exciting stuff. Thank you, 2D.